Hi guys. It's really rainy outside. It's coming down pretty hard. So guess who's gonna hang out inside with a PVC raincoat and no pants? This girl. And then we're gonna talk about this new set of it's a set of New Zealand rainwear that is new. A new set of New Zealand rainwear. Let's get that raincoat on though. Okay, so let's talk about this gear, okay? This gear is made in New Zealand. It's called KAIWAKA. It's from the company from New Zealand, made in New Zealand. Alright. It's very shiny and thin. It is quite light. This particular set has 3 pieces, one along the side, one in the front. I mean, on each side. One in the front, one in the back, and one along the side. The only thing that I'm just having to get used to it, because typically in like some of this like the heavier kind of gear, you have some extra PVC up front right here, so you have that sort of stiffness that you're always kind of working against your gear when you're going through the day. It's a little bit resistant, like you feel it all the time on your body. I mean, this is a good thing for those of us who really love rainwear. But this particular set, rather than having that extra, sheath here that's welded on the front of that to give you a little bit of barrier, this one has just a pad that floats freely inside the knee under between the 2 layers in the front. So I'm not sure if you can actually see that, but it's almost like, you can see that corner there, like that is, it's a pad. It's literally a pad that thick, of kind of a spongy pad, and it is that big. It's a little square piece that is where your knees are. So for basically knee pads inside, that, they're stabilized, but they feel like they float freely. They are in just an envelope inside there that kind of shifts around, but only within a certain amount of space. So it's kind of hard to get used to, because I'm just used to something else. It's not a bad thing, it's just getting used to something else. This here in the back, rather than having that wing that opens up and spreads out, and then you just have that one snap that half the time, especially in some of the Viking from the States stuff or whatever, from China, that kind of lower quality Viking, not the Denmark Viking, they've got that flap that comes open. It has one snap that snaps closed, and half the time when you open it up on the 3rd or 4th wear, that snap just rips off. Not in the better gear, but that's just where they're at with their production. This makes a really nice snug fit here all the way around the back. Let's just pull this up. Look at the back. There we go. All right, so this is the back. Right where the suspenders go. And so it gives you a nice, really snug feel, which I like. The inseams are true. For me, we are all built differently, but the inseam here is true. So from here, this goes from the top of my inseam down to my ankle and touches the floor. It's got the gaiter in here, and I like a true size. Brendan's is a little bit more of a higher water, and I like that too, but it's just, it's like driving different cars or something, like there's some really, really cool things out there to to jump into, and they just ride differently, you know. So they've got nice reflective panels here. Fasteners here for if you want to keep these above your boots. If you want to go lower, you can, but if you want them to go up higher, you can do that. And that's sort of what I've got to say about this set. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could put them on. I guess I'll put them on. I just tired. I don't want to put them on. I'll put them on so I can model and you can see them, because you may want to get a set of these. I'm all for like trying out some new companies and new gear and seeing what they do and what they don't do and how they make me feel. And these are definitely something you know are gonna want to wear if it's like a heavy, like rain or in a storm or something. It's not light rainwear, although the fabric is quite thin and not very heavy, but it's definitely not light rainwear. It's for just storm gear, you know. So let's look at it on and kind of like, I'll show you the back here when I get in about how kind of snug it is around the body. It kind of fits the form pretty well. Okay, let me do that. Okay, let's do that. Just a sec. So, I'm not sure if you can see that pad that we just talked about. It's right here. It's just interesting to see the different concepts that people come up with for, you know, when they go outside and they say, this is what I think would work really well and how I was affected by the weather and how can I keep that from happening and protect myself from these certain situations. So they come up with these like new patterns and designs. Like obviously the guy who come up with this knee pad must have been, I don't know exactly what they were doing, but I know when you work down at the docks, you're on your knees a lot. These big equipment just drilling on shit and crawling around, and maybe that was inspired by that, or somebody who had that experience. Could also be used for crawling around the garden. You don't need your garden pad then. Now, these things here, these are something else. Like, it's just like, I don't know. I'm not super satisfied with the way that the suspender setup is on these, but you know, you can't have everything. Whatever. The baby kitty. Just inside out. What we got going on here? New gear, so I'm like, it's just, what the heck? Why is it like that? It's like they keep going down. What the heck are my suspenders? All right. Hi, puppy. Hello. Okay, so let's move the camera. We're gonna put this up and see. You guys can see from there. Okay, here we go. Now, this is what that looks like. Very kind of form-fitting. Different angle here. Okay, there we go. Kitty, hi. Hi, kitty. Hi, baby. All right, they're quite tall. So if you can see this set up from the side, it is pretty form-fitting. My garland. Why is my garland hanging so low like that? Hey. Come on, little octopuses. Little octopuses, here we go. Okay, let's get a little visual of the bottom, okay? Let's check this out. Okay, let's see. So, we got the gator going on here. That, if you want to do this number, you got that working for you, and it's pretty tight stuff to keep it up higher or down if you want. I mean, the ones without gaiters are kind of cool. I mean, there are a couple sets that I have that have gaiters on the bottom, but when I'm putting the gear on, I like to put my boots on and just kick like that. And that snaps, like that whole snap thing. These won't snap, but they do other things that other things won't do. Let's take a look at these pads right here. Pads. Alright, so, that's pretty good. Pretty good deal there. The pads are pretty good. They're not. They are pretty good, man. Alright. Like that. You can get an idea about that. You can see this top of this pad here. You know, it's different than the, you know, double duty, heavy PVC that's got 2 or 3 layers, like in the front quadrant, you know, because I mean, we all know what those are like, or some of us do, but kitty. Oh geez, these guys are going at it now. Huh? Get your butt out of her face, Jasper. So that's that, and I suppose for recreational purposes, these knee pads might be really fun to do little projects in, and all that. So, all right. You guys want to check out the coat, or should I leave that for a different video? Kitties. All right. Yeah, let's leave that for a different video. We'll go into that one because you guys typically don't watch more than 1 minute and 30 seconds of these, and it's just a waste of my time after 1 minute and 30 seconds. But some of you do, you're diehards, and you want to look at the whole thing. So, puppies, kitties. Hi. All right.